Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tool talk is going to be best magnetic enhancer, or at least just I'm going to show you the features of all of them. Again, you can choose which one might be the best fit for you. And the reason why I came about this video is because recently in that tool haul video, I had this Vessel Magnet Enhancer. Part number on it was MGEP2. Picked up two of these for $5.55 on Amazon. And then in the comment section of that video, Dan Begin mentioned that he'd like to see a comparison video between the Vessel and then also the Milwaukee and then that of the Makita one, which several of you had mentioned these in that comment section. I know that Wim104, he mentioned the Makita maybe being smaller, or at least smaller looking than the Vessel, and then Matt HMN commented a lot of good characteristics about this Milwaukee one. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to share with you maybe the differences and similarities and those things. And again, it's not necessarily that one is drastically better than the other, but one might be a better fit for you than maybe one of the other two. So that's what we're going to try to figure out in this one. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So first thing, let's talk price. And again, back in that tool haul video, you saw where I picked up the MGEP2s. You get a 2-pack of those. So this is the only one that comes in a 2-pack out of the bunch that we got. So I got both of these for $5.55. So that comes out to $2 and, you know, a little bit over a quarter a piece. That's by far the cheapest option out of all of them. Now, from time to time on Amazon, though, this 2-pack is $10. So then that puts you still back up in that price range of $5 a piece. Still comes in at the cheapest no matter which way you get it. But if you catch it on sale, it's definitely the best value of the bunch as far as cost-wise out the door. You get into the next one up is going to be the Makita one. I picked this one up at Home Depot. This one runs you about $5.47 for it. And then you get into the Milwaukee, and it's debatable on whether or not it's a better deal for the Milwaukee or for the Makita, just because you get some extra things with the Milwaukee. This Milwaukee one, again, part number on this is 48324550. That one was going to run you $6.97, but you get 2 bits included with it. I don't know if that's worth that extra dollar for you to get some. I think they're 2-inch Phillips number 2 bits with that. So you do get those included in that. That's the only way that I saw that this was packaged, was to buy it in that kind of a kit or that kind of arrangement. So price-wise, from least to greatest, you're looking at Vessel, and then Makita, and then Milwaukee. Size-wise, when you get into it, the Makita is probably the smallest of the bunch. They stick together. It's actually pretty comparable right there on the height, and then right here on the side. So actually, that I'm looking at them right now, I'm not too sure that the Milwaukee and the Makita are probably pretty much, I would say, identical. I don't think there's very much difference between the two. So if you've had either one, you're not going to gain anything or lose anything in the size, in my opinion. And then the Vessel comes in at probably the biggest of the bunch. Still the same height. Height-wise, they're the same. But it's whenever you get into this width right here. And again, it's not drastically different. I don't think you're going to notice the difference for the most part on any of them. So size-wise, they're all very comparable. I would have outright, just looking at the pictures, I believe I would have went with Wim and said, you know, I believe that Vessel looks like it's bigger. And is it slightly? Yes, but it's very small. Not that big of a difference at all. Now let's talk about how they work. So I got 3 different Phillips number 2 bits here. You can see this one's demagnetized, this one's demagnetized, also this one's demagnetized. None of them are magnetized. That might have a little bit on it. Let me go ahead and run this through the demagnetizer here just to make sure I get rid of it. Yeah, so now I'm not picking up anything. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Vessel on the Vessel. This one fits on there. Again, the Vessel has like a 1/4-inch hole right there, but it will still, that magnet kind of holds it on the torsion zone is what I'm going to call this. But you can also slide it onto the shaft part of a bit as well if you want to. So it works in that way. And again, here's a drywall screw. Picks that up. I'll go ahead and give it a fling test. It will fling off. Here's a fixture screw, a real long one. Same thing. Again, it doesn't magnetize it like crazy, but it's definitely the same as having a magnetic screwdriver, in my opinion. It's basically the same as running your bit through a magnetizer, except for you just don't have to keep doing it over and over again. So that's the Vessel. Now we'll go with the Makita. Similar shape. It has that 1/4-inch shaft type shape. You can slide it over. It fits onto the torsion zone and kind of stays there. This is round but shorter. And again, you could slide this one all the way through, all the way across. And how does that work on a drywall screw? Pretty good. Let me go ahead and put it on there. Again, it's not going to hold it like crazy. If I absolutely sling it, it's not going to. I think the magnet feels like it's stronger as far as the pull force. Like it's really wanting to, that magnet wants to kind of hang on to some steel. So Does a decent enough job. Will the screw still come off? Yes, but it is magnetized. It's not going to come off unless you just absolutely sling it. Same thing with this fixture screw here. Pick that up. Staying on, holding on. That magnet, as far as holding stuff to it, does seem like it's a little bit stouter. As far as the pull force on the outside, pulling something to it, the Makita seems like it's stronger. Again, not drastically. So let's go with the Milwaukee now. Here's the one difference with the Milwaukee. It doesn't have that 1/4 inch shaft. It's more of just a plastic or rubber, kind of slides on top of there. In fact, you almost got to push it through. It's made more so, I think, to fit on these torsion zones. So you can put it on there, and it's not going to slide around near as much, but you can push it on over that. It just takes a little bit more effort to get it onto the shaft, but you can slide it all the way off if that's what you want to do. We put this on. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. We'll pick up this screw, drywall screw. That one seems like, to me, that's holding better than the rest of them for whatever reason. Don't know why. Let me go ahead and move this back out towards the front and try that again. It's about the same if you move that magnet out closer. So let me move the magnet farther down now on this one and see. So that makes a difference. I can kind of tell that screw is moving. So again, that does actually make a difference. Keeping your magnet out closer to the bit makes a difference. So that's probably the same on all of them. Put it on this fixture screw, and again, it's gonna hold. It's not gonna fall off unless I absolutely shake it. So magnetism wise, I believe that they're all pretty much the same. Size wise, they're all pretty much the same. Vessel's the cheapest, Makita's the next, then the Milwaukee. So there's one feature on this Milwaukee, that little place where I just showed you a second ago how that fits onto things, where that becomes a little bit more useful. So I think that this one might be the way that some of you are going to want to go, because you can slide it over several different things. So here's a Phillips screwdriver. Again, I can put the Milwaukee on this one. It's a little bit hard though. It doesn't really want to go on there easy. This is pretty big. But I can also take this one off. Take the Makita, for example. Run that on there. Fits on there easy. That's a whole lot easier to take on and off. The Vessel's the same exact way. I can take this. This is a Phillips number 2. Slide it on and off. So in that point, you're going to say, well, it looks like the Vessel and the Makita are winning because they just slide on and off your screwdriver easier. The problem comes in with, here is a number 6 slotted, or I'm going to call it a 1/4 inch. As far as slotted, I can take this Vessel and the Makita. I can try to put that on there. Again, you got that 1/4 inch shaft inside of there. I can't slide that over top of it. I'm not going to be able to put it on a slotted screwdriver, which is to me where a magnetizer even helps out more than anything. Can't do the Makita as well because this head right here, especially right here on this part of the shaft, is bigger than that of your bit, so it's not going to slide over top of that. Versus the Milwaukee, even though that's a much smaller hole, doesn't necessarily, you wouldn't think it was going to go, but it's got some stretch to it. I can slide that over and slide that right up onto that slotted. So this right here on the Milwaukee, now I'm not, who's to say that once I do this and I put it on this screwdriver multiple times, is it going to spread it out and make it not work on something else? That I don't know. Time's going to tell on that. But I think that that's a really nice feature, again, that if you have a certain screwdriver, basically if you bought these and you want to use them on screwdrivers, and you've got a certain screwdriver that maybe, you know, those won't fit over top of, this one might be an option that you want to look into just specifically for whatever that screwdriver is, because this Milwaukee would work well on this one. This is one of my main slotted screwdrivers, and I can't use those other two to do that. And again, I'm not saying that you can't just buy one of these and do the same thing. This is just for somebody who wants to put one of these on something, leave it on there all the time so you don't have to do this over and over. I think that that's a good fit for that. And then one thing that I noticed since my last video, since that tool haul video, you saw me run basically this demagnetizer on all my bits back and forth in order to make it demagnetize. See, let me keep it going there and get it demagnetized so it's not picking that up. Well, if I magnetize one, so if I run this through and I magnetize it, so now you can see that that's magnetized, I can also take this and just rub it on the outside. Here's the Makita. Still magnetized. There's a certain spot, you pretty much have to do it wherever the magnets are. I forgot where it was on this one, so let me do it here on this flat spot. Now I'm demagnetized again. So this is actually a magnetizer, demagnetizer. You just have to learn the spot to do it. So right there, I'm demagnetized. I can also do the same thing on the vessel. I can run it through, magnetized. Now rub it across there on top of wherever the magnet is. Still magnetized, so it's actually this side over here. You can actually kind of tell if you look down in there, you can maybe see a magnet. I probably won't be able to get it on picture. So now I'm demagnetized on that one, and now we'll go with the Milwaukee. Slide it off that screwdriver. Let me put it on here. Magnetized. I'm going to take it off. Still magnetized, but now let me rub it on the outside of the magnet, which is there. I'm going to rub that bit here. Still magnetized a little. Let me rub it across here. There you go. So demagnetized. Again, they all work as that too. So they are all magnetizers. And so you don't actually still have to keep one of these to demagnetize your bit. You just have to figure out where's the spot I need to rub it on these on the outside. And they all work as demagnetizers as well. So just a little tip with that. I noticed that as I was using the vessel. I actually saw it on the back of the package. I didn't read it enough on the back of the package. It actually even says it right there, demagnetize. Maybe you want to read instructions every now and then. I never do usually. But again, that's the Vessel, the Milwaukee, and the Makita. Is there any of them that's better, way better than the other? Not necessarily. The only one advantage out of all three that I really see is this Milwaukee, because you can fit it on some stuff that you can't fit the Vessel, that you can't fit the Makita. They're all very similar in size. They all work well as far as magnetizing. I didn't notice a big advantage over any of them. But that's the three that I looked at. I don't know if there's any other ones. I know there's a lot of just off-brand ones. I don't know if there's any name brand ones or some other one that you guys are using. You can drop that in the comments below as well. But I hope this video is helpful. Hope it's useful. Hope it helps you pick out the right one for you. As always, stay safe. Have a blessed day. See you on the next video.